Okay, let's move on to some other MMA news. Did you see the Floyd Mayweather Jake Paul brawl? I hate talking about this shit because it's like so cringe. You go ahead and say something if you want to say something.
I'm so excited that you're talking about this. This is my favorite thing.
I thought you were going to say that you were excited for the fight.
Let's get the producer's take first.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't give a fuck about the fight. But if we were just going to let two crews just fucking scramble into each other, just to fucking slap each other over a hat, this are the two crews that I would want to see do it.
So fucking embarrassing.
One, it's a hat. Like,
I know.
You're
like,
Floyd Mayweather. Buy another fucking hat, bro. How much is that hat worth?
Should have taken hundreds out and fucking tossed them on Jake Paul's face. Instead, you get your goons to fucking crowd the guy and attack him?
It's the fucking craziest shit. To fucking take someone's hat and then look them dead in the eye. I got your hat. And then run away.
It's some elementary shit. That's what that is. It's like these guys are trying to sell a fight, but is this really the state of boxing? Is this what boxing has become?
I think it is,
It's
yes.
such an embarrassment, such a stain on the sport now. Because it's like, man, like if you did this kind of fuckery in mixed martial arts, like I would lose so much respect for the sport. You know, and like this is what it is. We have the greatest boxer of all time getting trolled by a couple internet kids. Like, is this the state of boxing? You have some of the greatest boxers of all time: Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, and now we have which Floyd may questionably be the greatest boxer of all time, but fighting a YouTube kid. Like, what are we doing?
It's sad.
What are we doing?
It's sad. You're absolutely right. This is the state of boxing. Like, this is what boxing has fallen. It's such a fall from fucking grace. Such a fall from grace. Literally, the greatest boxer of all time.
Yeah, and we know he's going to win the fight.
Yes.
We know he's going to win the fight. So it's like, I'm not going to pay my money
actually,
to go watch
I don't know. I won't be shocked if Logan actually knocks him out. Did you see how fucking scruffy that man looks?
Well,
the age is not treating Floyd very well right now.
We're going too far with it. I was just gonna say, like, I wouldn't be shocked if they pulled some fucking weird shit and they were like, "Oh, it's a draw!" Like, wow, both guys are so great.
That fight isn't going fucking 12 rounds or whatever it's gonna be. That fight will be ended either by Floyd with body strikes or something like that. He will finish Logan Paul more than likely. I would say 90. I would say 90. Ooh.
Like, what are we thinking? Like, how many concerts? 8?
Oh, at least 8.
At least 8 concerts, yes.
I'm not watching it. I don't care. I can see the fucking highlights on the internet. I
absolutely.
am good.
I'm not paying for it.
I am good.
So
now, if Floyd Money Mayweather goes out there, hypothetically speaking here, and starches a guy like Logan Paul, who I actually don't mind. I kind of like Logan. Logan's a lot cooler than his brother. And if Floyd went out there and starched Logan and then Jake Paul, and then they set up that matchup between Floyd Money Mayweather and Jake Paul, I would do everything in my power not to pay for that, because I'd love to see Floyd Money Mayweather knock out Jake Paul. But he's got to put on a performance against Logan, because Logan is the much bigger fighter, dude. I mean, he's gonna be in the ring at 190 pounds, where Floyd can only be up to 160. That's a huge advantage. That's literally stipulation in the contract. So
did you see the size difference when they were facing off?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
dude, Logan towers over him. Yeah, it should be. It's interesting, not worth the money.
It's almost shouldn't even been made. Like, it's kind of a ridiculous fight that even some's gonna say this is okay. Like, under normal circumstances, they would not allow this fight with commissions and stuff like that. It's just, okay, Aunt W, once again, if Jake Paul fought Fabia, I'd be rooting for Paul. Absolutely, dude. That is the only fucking way you'll ever hear me actually rooting for Jake Paul.
You know, I would be wearing a Jake Paul t-shirt, and I would say, let's go, Jake Paul. Let's knock out Joshua Fabia. Please.
Yes, absolutely.
The problem child t-shirts in here just
fucking going hard. I would pay money for that.
Children.
Oh, we love the Paul brothers.
Before we move on to some real MMA news,
I love
it's what it deserves. Before we move on to that, did you see that Triller is actually going to start coming after people that were not the people that were live streaming the fight illegally, but the people that were watching the illegal live streams?
Oh, cool. Well, we don't have to worry about that because we're a bunch of fucking idiots who actually paid for the pay-per-view. So go ahead, go after them.
Well, apparently they're going to try to find people. They're giving people a 1 week's grace period to, hey, you send us $55 and we won't come after you with 100 and...
Like, you're gonna catch everyone who watched that.
I know, it's funny how they're trying, but they're like, we're gonna fine you with $150,000 fine if you watch the fight illegally. Technically, that's walking into GameStop and stealing money.
This is what Dana White was talking about. Dana's
Yeah.
like, they fucking got him. That's what I'm talking about.
Dana's hitting
We're
up
rounding
Triller.
him up.
Hitting Triller, bro. He's like, hey, you got to let me know what kind of software you're using
I know,
to
'cause
catch
we
all these
want that
clowns.
shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.